Once upon a time, not so long ago, Christian voices were trusted. Leaders' words were believed. Of course they were, because they were believable. Or so we thought. And lives were changed, sometimes forever. But somewhere along the line, something got off. Things just weren't right, if they ever had been. The red flags had been there, but those red flags had been ignored. Stories began to emerge, and stories that were for the longest time constrained to shadows began to see the light. And silence was no longer an option. You are invited to witness a small piece of history being made right here on Ohio for Freedom. Join us for a very special live discussion about the future of the church, Wednesday, February 11th, 7 o'clock p.m. We will be joined by 3 leaders from a new generation who are stepping up, speaking up, and bringing us the light. Stephen Powell, whom the Lord tapped to do the hard work of investigation, receive victim testimony, and speak out against the atrocities of Todd Bentley when virtually all recognized leaders were either too cowardly or too entrenched in the system to do so. Jon Mark Baker, who co-founded the Minor Prophets podcast in August of 2024, and whose amplification of the story of Jubilee, a victim of Sean Bolts, would ultimately help lead to one of the largest reform exposures ever. Pastor Ray Curry Jr. hosts the Unction podcast, where he gives the Word of God and relies on the Spirit of God to edify the people of God. This is an honest conversation about what has to be done and where we go from here. And we're doing something new, something we've never done before. We will be taking your questions live. If you'd like to take part with the question for our guests during the live event, email us at ohioforfreedom@gmail.com. Join us for the live event, Wednesday, February 11th, 7 o'clock p.m.